What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, back again with another video. Obviously another game this weekend. This time we're talking about a huge game, and it's in context, it's a huge game, right? Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. And the reason I say it's a huge game is because, last game against whoever we lost against, I like to just kind of forget about it straight away when we lose a game. But anyway, last game when we lost against Tottenham, and in the preview to that, I was saying, look, it's a huge game. We need to have a good win because obviously our performance against Wolves in the first game of the season wasn't great, and people are complaining overreactions. I'm going to be a broken record. Overreactions have gone on again so much. And look, don't get twisted. I'm also upset about the way we're performing. It's been dreadful. It's been shocking. You saw my post-match review for the Tottenham game when we lost 2-0. Obviously, it's devastating. You don't want to be losing. But people are acting like we have been the worst team in the world. Like, people are acting like the manager's absolutely dreadful now. Everything's going downhill. And I get it. Like, there's so much going on at the club right now that it's making everyone stressed, right? But context, guys, everyone, like, calm down. It's not this deep. But yeah, not to be a broken record. We're Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. We're back at home. We need a win, right? We need a win now. Not just a win, actually. Well, firstly, we definitely need a win, because if we don't win, then all hell's going to break loose. People are going to ask for Ten Hag to be sacked. People are already asking for him to be sacked. But if we, even if we win, obviously the win's the most important thing. But actually, I also want us to have and put on a great performance in front of the fans. Get some morale back in this room, because we really, generally, like, the morale right now is in the mud. Is in the pits. We've got Arsenal next game after Nottingham Forest. We have to win this game, and we have to perform. We have to show something that we haven't shown really for long enough so far this season. Obviously, Mountain is injured. We've had no new signings. We're bringing in Johnny Evans as our defender signing. We've had a poor transfer window, really, in terms of outgoings anyway. I saw today that we got rid of Emeran. We bought him as a youngster for £3 million from Reims or something like that, right? And we're now selling him after developing him for 3 years for £1 million. So this club is just a joke sometimes, right? So I get it. I get the everything is just feeling so, like, over the top right now, and so on top of us as fans and as a club. But imagine how the players are feeling in all of this as well. Some people don't care. I guess it's just, they get paid so much, whatever. But if we're feeling the gutter, the players must be feeling it as well. They're the ones that have to play through this. You saw the other day that Bruno released something on I think it was Instagram, where he's like, look, I don't care what people think about me, right? Maybe he's just posting it, but let's be honest, he was posting somebody else talking about how they don't care about people's opinions. The only opinion that, just because you think something about me doesn't mean I think that way about me. So obviously these players are seeing the criticism and the overreaction in the fan base, and they're having to react to it, and they have to play under that, under the Glazer management, under the lack of a sale, and the fact that it's dragging on. There is so much happening at this club right now. So yeah, we need a good win tomorrow on Saturday, in front of our fans, to make everyone start feeling good again. But rather than just focusing on all these negatives, right? What are the positives? There are some positives. Actually, speaking of positives, let me pull it up quickly, because I saw an image the other day, right? And the reason I saved this, and I'm going to put it up on this video as well, everyone's acting like Ten Hag is all of a sudden the worst manager in the world. We're focusing on these first 2 games of the season and acting like he's shocking. He's dreadful. He doesn't know what he's doing. His talent ID is not great. All this nonsense. Guys, calm. Anyway, look at this. Yeah, Ten Hag's progress, points from the first 40 Premier League games, right, in his tenure. Pep Guardiola, and this is across all the Premier League managers. Pep Guardiola had 82 points in his first 40 games. Erik Ten Hag, 4 points behind him on 78 points. Jurgen Klopp 71 points, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he had that crazy interim period where we would just win everything, 68 points, and Arteta 63. And people are acting like Arteta now is like the saviour of Arsenal, and Pep obviously is Pep. So everybody needs to, there's context to this. Everyone needs to calm down. People are focusing on just the short term, and not realising that Ten Hag has actually made pretty good progress over his year here. Cool. Right now, short term, it's not looking great, because the team isn't really clicking, and I get all of that. But there are positives. Another positive, we're back at home. I said that already, but this means we can extend our 30 game unbeaten run at home. I think we're 30 games in all competitions. We haven't lost a game at home. So obviously on the flip side of that, if you want to be negative again, if we were to lose at home against Forest on Saturday, mate, it's gonna be a madness. So let's hope we can just continue the wave of good fortune at home and bring our our morale as a team, as a club, as an institution, as a fan base back up on 10, because right now it's in minus degrees. So let's look at my predicted 11 for this game week, or for this game. And obviously, I've already mentioned it, but and everybody knows Mason Mount is injured. And the weird thing is, a lot of people probably wanted Mount to be dropped anyway. Now, I've said it so many times, right? Mount is the kind of player that he does a lot for the team, but as fans and as people are watching it, maybe managers appreciate him. We've seen that, at England, he's appreciated. Ten Hag clearly appreciates him. Lampard, probably not the best manager, but he appreciated him. Even Tuchel, all these managers, said such good things about him. But for us as fans, it's hard to see, especially when your team isn't winning games, it's hard to see what he's offering the team. But he generally is offering the team a lot, right? And I think the first time I saw it was when I went to watch Arsenal actually against Chelsea ages ago. Can't remember. I think it was when it doesn't matter when it was, but it was ages ago, right? And Chelsea won that game. I think it was when Lukaku came back. And Mount, I'd always been against Mount. I'd been like, oh, this guy's not that great. Oh, everybody seen him. And then you saw him live in person. You could just see how much more he brings to the team. Maybe he just had a really good game, but he didn't even score assist that game. But you could just see that he brings a lot to the team. So we will miss Mount in this 11, whether we think it or not. He is going to be missed, especially when we'll talk about Nottingham Forest in a moment, but they will be playing a low block, so we're going to need to break them down. So I imagine that Eriksen's going to come back into this 11. But let me give you my starting 11. Obviously, Onana in goal, who has been excellent. Thank God for that signing going well so far, not injured, like our other two signings so far. Then obviously our back line, same as always. I think I don't really see a need to get rid of Wan-Bissaka in the starting 11, but maybe will actually, because once again, Forest will be playing low block. We're going to need to break them down, and our attacking hasn't been clicking that well on that right hand side lately. So maybe we'll bring Dallo in, but I'm going to leave Wan-Bissaka on in my predicted 11. Right hand side, Varane, no issues there. Left hand side, Martinez, no issues there. And Luke Shaw on the left, because there's no other choice. We have nobody else anyway. Not that I'd drop him, but then you move into the midfield. You got Casemiro, and like I said, you got Eriksen. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. Because once again, the only other option really is McTominay. We're at home. We're playing against a low block. We don't need to shore up the midfield. I hope we don't need to shore up the midfield with McTominay. Ten Hag isn't trying to play McTominay anyway. You can see that from the last game. Then you're looking into a bit further forward, the front line. Obviously, I've got Bruno there, but then also right hand side, I probably would drop Anthony, right? I'll probably play Pellistri. I don't see Ten Hag doing that. So I'm going to stick Anthony in my predicted 11. Anthony's going to be there, but I would probably just start Pellistri personally, because Anthony, he's had way too many chances now. He's just shooting, not scoring any goals. And it's just not clicking for him right now. But obviously you want it to, as a fan. But Pellistri looks good. Pellistri looks dangerous. Give him a chance, I'd say. But I see Anthony starting on the right-hand side. Please put Rashford back on the left. Let him play where he deserves to play. Now, on my fantasy league team, I've actually dropped Rashford. And I've got Bruno, but I've dropped Rashford because I needed to make some changes. But I don't even care. If he scores a hat-trick, I won't care, right? I just want my team to do well. Forget fantasy Premier League. Let's do real life Premier League and let my team do well. So Rashford on the left hand side, and I think that's where he's best. And that means we need a striker. Now, Martial's back. You can already see who I've got here because I can't do anything. But Martial's back, yes, but he looked really good in the last 10 minutes against Tottenham. Game was over, so maybe that's why. But I would actually play Sancho in that false nine. Let's see what he can do. If not, play Martial. And also, I hear that HØJLUND is potentially going to be on the bench, or at least going to be able to make his debut. Now, I don't see him starting this game. That'll be completely left field if he starts this game. But he could make an appearance off the bench, which would be nice to see. That's my predicted 11. Let's talk about Nottingham Forest. Now, they won their last game against Sheffield United with a last-minute winner from man like Chris Wood. First game they faced Arsenal. they lost 2-1, but they look decent. You know, Elanga obviously is there now. Their main danger man is Awani, right? Niger boys in the building. But Elanga also obviously looking really good for them. I don't wanna, you know, be the, like, you know, just I don't believe in jinxing, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, you know, I don't see us losing this game, but I don't. Like, we can't lose this game. We just can't lose this game. We can't even draw this game. It's a must-win game because of the way the fan base is reacting. That's it. So, you know, whether they're doing well or not, you know, whether they won their last games or not, we just need to be able to break them down. You know, they're going to be playing that low block. They're going to be looking to win the game. Obviously, Elanga, like I said, is going to be facing us for the first time. You know, playing with another team, he's going to want to win this game as well. So we need to be sharp, and we need to be better than we have been consistently for the whole 90 minutes. So on that note, obviously you only spoke about Nottingham Forest for a little bit, but just to bring the video to the end, right? My predicted score for this game, I'm going to predict a clean sheet. First clean sheet of this. No, actually, it's not the first of the season. We got a clean sheet in the first game. Second clean sheet of the season then. At home again, you know, keep the home run going. And I say we win this game convincingly, because I need a convincing win. 3-0 to Manchester United. Come on, let's get a convincing win. Get some, you know, points, get some morale ahead of that Arsenal game where we're going to need... I can't take a loss to Arsenal. We must beat Arsenal. I don't care how we do it. I don't care if they're complaining about cheats or whatever. We must beat Arsenal. So let's get the morale, let's get the momentum going from this game. 3-0 Manchester United. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think we can, you know, we can win this game, or we can win it. Let me know if you think we will. And what's your take on this whole overreaction in the fan base? Obviously, you know, you're entitled to react, right? Of course, you know, we're fans. We care about the state of the club. We want this club sold, for one. That, which I think is the main issue. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for watching as always. Drop a like on the video. Actually, quick one before I finish. Catch me on the United View match view for this game. I'll be in the studio with the United View lot watching the game. So please, first one of the season, let me get a win. Okay, so catch me on that, and yeah, see you on the next one. Drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much to everyone that's been subscribing. More content coming your way.